At exactly 12:07 a.m., Ali sat alone on the edge of his bed, staring at the cracked screen of his phone. The room was quiet, too quiet. No notifications, no messages, no missed calls, just silence. For years, Ali had been invisible. Not because he wanted to be, but because the world never seemed to notice him. He was the kind of person who listened more than he spoke, who helped others quietly, who smiled even when his heart was breaking. He had dreams once, big ones. Dreams of being heard, understood, and remembered. But life had a way of slowly erasing those dreams, one disappointment at a time. That night, Ali felt heavier than usual. He opened his notes app and began typing, not knowing why. Maybe he just wanted to empty his heart. Maybe he wanted proof that he existed. "This is not a success story," he wrote. "This is the story of someone who failed, stood up, failed again, and still refused to give up." The words flowed like tears he had been holding back for years. He wrote about rejection, about being ignored, about feeling useless in a world that celebrates only winners. He wrote about nights when he questioned his worth, about mornings when getting out of bed felt like a battle, about pretending to be strong so no one would worry. And then he wrote the truth, the one thing he had never said out loud. Sometimes, the strongest people are the ones closest to breaking. Ali hesitated. His finger hovered over the post button. Who would even read this? Who would care? Still, he posted it. No hashtags, no fancy title, just honesty. Then he put his phone down and fell asleep. When Ali woke up, sunlight filled the room. For the first time in a long while, he felt calm. He reached for his phone out of habit, and froze. Hundreds of notifications. His post had been shared thousands of times overnight. Messages kept pouring in. One read, "I thought I was alone. Your words saved me." Another said, "I was planning to end everything tonight. I didn't." Ali's hands began to shake. He sat down, overwhelmed, reading message after message. People from different countries, different ages, different lives, all saying the same thing. "Thank you for saying what we couldn't." Tears streamed down his face. In his silence, he had spoken the loudest. Ali realized something powerful that day. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with truth. They don't need heroes who never fall. They need voices that say, "I fell too, and I'm still here." So Ali decided to keep writing. Every day, he shared a small piece of hope. A reminder that failure is not the end. That pain does not make you weak. That surviving is already a victory. Slowly, his page grew. But more importantly, lives changed. One comment stayed with him forever. "Your stories didn't just entertain me. They kept me alive." If you're reading this right now, maybe you're like Ali once was. Quiet, tired, trying to be strong. Let me tell you something you might need to hear. Your story matters, even if no one is listening yet. Sometimes, all it takes is one voice, one story, one moment of honesty to change a life. Maybe even your own. And if this story touched you, even a little, please don't scroll away silently. Heart like this story so it can reach someone who needs it. Bell subscribe so we can keep sharing stories that heal, inspire, and remind us we're not alone. Because you never know, the next story might save a life. Maybe even yours.